Hello friends, so today we are going to we'll continue with the same topic that we started last time, that was reading and writing the numbers. Okay, all the numbers from reading and writing the numbers, okay, 5-digit number to 7-digit numbers, that is what you have in your syllabus. Last time we had discussed how do we go through this chart, okay, or how do we go through this format. That is, when you start writing 0 to your right hand side of the digit, okay, it has value. But if I have a 0 before it, that means if the number would have been 0, 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, okay, I'll not call this as a 6-digit number, but when I put a comma, you will see that after 3, first comma, after 2, second comma. That means this 0 has no value. 0 on your left hand side has no value. We'll again repeat, when we write a number, we have said we start writing number from your left hand side. Okay, so 5, 6, 1, 9. See, if this is my number, how do I read this? For reading this number, I am going to assign the place values from my right hand side. So this is units place, tens place, 100 and 1000. So when I read my first comma after 3 digit, so it is 5619. Anywhere if I have a 0, say 7002. Again, units place, tens place, hundreds place and thousands place. So it is 7002. Whenever I have zeros in any place values in between, okay, then it is not to be read. I won't say 0, 0 tens. Okay, when 0 is there, it is not mentioned. We directly say it as 7,002. Even if this 2 is not there and there is a 0 over here, it would be 7,000. Okay, so any number in between, suppose this was 8210, then we know units, tens, hundreds and thousand, it would be 8210. Okay, 0 over here will make it 8200. So when I start reading a number, I assign the place values from my right hand side, and depending on those place values, I should know how many digit number it is. This will help me to select the correct answers from the given options. Because if I am confused here, if I say 8003 and I don't know 8003 means how many digit, okay, then I'll write it 8000 this way and 3. If it's 8013, I may write it like this. Okay, but it is not like this. When I say 8000, it has to be a 4-digit number. Okay, now when it is 4-digit number, that means thousands place is 8. Then where should 13 come up? 13 will come up from units and tens place, because 13 means 10 plus 3. So it will be at tens place and units place. This is 13. And what is remaining now? That blank space should be given as 0. This is the way the number is formed. So whenever I am writing any number, whenever I am reading any number, we'll say, how is it supposed to be put in this chart? Okay, if I write it in this way, we'll make a tabular form so that it becomes easy for you to write it down. We'll add one more over here. It is 1 crore and 10 crore. Okay, so 1 crore means how many zeros? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7 zeros. So 1 over here, 2 zeros, again 2 zeros, 3 zeros. So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7. Now when I put a comma here, I'll put one more comma over here. So this becomes 1 crore. So in 1 crore, how many digits do I have ahead? I have 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 digits. For 10 crore, I'm going to have 1 0 over here with a comma, 2 zeros, again a comma, 2 zeros, again a comma, and last 3 zeros. So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. This becomes a 9-digit number. So when I say 1000, I know it is going to be a 4-digit number. When I say 1 lakh, I know it is going to be a 6-digit number. How many digits do I have on my right hand side? That is what I am supposed to know. The total number of digits will be 6 digits. 10 lakhs, 7 digit. 1 crore, 8 digits. So I need to know the number of digits also. Okay, fine. Now if I write this in this format, see the way it grows. Okay, so it is 10 CR, 1 CR. We'll write it in a short form so that we can accommodate all of them. Okay, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, 10 CR, 1 CR, 10 lakh, 1 lakh, 10,000, 1,000, 100, tens and units. Okay, see how many digits there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So total 9-digit number. Now we will see how do we write them. If I say 5,000, 1000 starts from here. So 5 will come here. 5021. So 21 will come here. I won't write it as 521. Okay, then this becomes 521. So when I am assigning the digits their place values, I should know how many digit number it is going to be. Okay, this will help us to find out different numbers. We'll see some examples so that it becomes easy for you to understand this. 20 lakh 5,008. Okay, so see the options for this first. Then we will see what is the correct option. Okay, the number written was 20 lakh 5,008. Okay, now how do we write this? See the options for it. Options for it is first option, second option, third option, okay. Now given all these 4 options, okay, just check out where do I fit this. Okay, how do I find out this from the options? One method is I read the number and then I write the number in the figures. Okay, it's already given in words, so I'll write it in figures. So I'll write it down in this format, what we have said. Okay, so 20 lakhs will come here. So this is 20 lakhs. Okay, then next is 5,000. Where is 1,000? 1,000 is here. And 8. This is what I have. Remaining places all 0. 20 lakhs, so 2 over here, 0, 0, 0, 0. Where do I have this number? Now first of all, how many digit it is? We'll write down digits here so that it becomes easy for us. Okay, 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, 4 digit, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So when I say 20 lakh, it is a 7-digit number. So out of this, how many do I discard? Okay, first of all, when I say 5,000, I need to have only 3 digits after it. This was my first criteria. Instead of counting all the numbers, okay, 8 in units place. First criteria was 8 in units place. All options have 8 in units place. Okay, then second criteria 5,000 means after 5 I need to have 3 digits. After 5 4 digits, after 5 4 digits, so these two options should be discarded the moment you see the options. Okay, practice will tell you how quick you can do this and how correctly you can do this. Now 5008, so total 4 digits over here. Do I have it here? Yes, in this case also. Okay, but in option number 3, the entire number is not 7 digit. If I count here, this is 4 5 6, so this is also discarded. This is what is the correct answer. Okay, so option number 4 is the correct answer. See the way. Now this is not what you're going to do in your exam. Not possible, you have so much of time. This all has to be done in your mind. Okay, this should be by hearted by me. This sequence, this order, units, tens, then 100, then 1000, then 10,000, then 1 lakh, then 10 lakh, 1 crore and 10 crore. So this sequence of thousands, hundreds and crores should be there in my mind. Which digit resembles that particular place should be by hearted by me. So when I say 1000, it's 4 digit number, 10,000, 5 digit number, 1 crore, 8 digit number, 10 crore, 9 digit number. This is by hearted by me. Okay, so some homework has to be done. Unless it is done, it won't make your work easy. It won't make your work fast. Both things are what is required by us, because we know that for every sum we have only 1 minute. So imagine that if this type of a question is given to me, I read it, I compare with all the 4 options, I'm wasting more than 1 minute, which I cannot afford. Rather, according to us, this is a very simple question, easy category question. So when it is an easy category question, less than 1 minute supposed to be given to that particular question, so that leftover time is given to a difficult type of a question. If I'm wasting more than 1 minute here, that means even if I get it correct and I score 2 marks, I am losing somewhere on those remaining questions. I'll have shortage of time. I won't finish all 50 questions of mine if I go with this speed. So if I want to come down on my speed, rather come down on the time that I require for every question, I need to gear up. I need to be fast. Need to increase my speed. Then this is what I need to do. This is my homework. Okay, writing this in this way, seeing them in this way. Okay, remembering that how many digit number resembles which units place. Okay, which place value. So if I say 10,000, immediately it should strike me it's a 5 digit number. 1 lakh, 6 digit number. 10 lakh, 7 digit number. If this is what I have in my memory, so just getting it back from your memory doesn't take a lot of time. And then comparing it with the answers, as I showed you here, it's a 4 digit number. So start comparing from the right hand side. That becomes more easy. We'll take one example for this. Number is given in words, 7 lakhs, 7,000. You can write it down so that you can form a number before I finish it. 7,07,700 and 7. Okay, so this is a given question. It is 7,07,700. 7,07,707. All 7 are there in the question. Okay. Now, first thing what I do is, first step, see the options. Okay, in your options you have this is a very raw method. I'm sure this won't be the answer. Everyone at the first glow. Now, unless I need to know this correctly, otherwise I'll do the same thing. 7,07,707. This is what I'll be doing. Okay. Or I have third option. Fourth option. So now compare them. Okay. First, as we said, we'll start with the units place. I have 7 in units place. Yes, in all 4 options, I do have 7 in units place. So I cannot discard. But the moment I see this option, okay, I'll say that this is not the correct answer. Because I don't have so many digits. When I say only 7 lakhs. Okay, 7 lakhs means how many digits? It has to be 6-digit number. So compare. This is 6-digit number. This is 6-digit number. And this is 7-digit number. So again, I discard this also. In this number, if you see, okay, if you compare it, units place in both of them are 7. So 7 lakh is there, then 77,000, because I don't have any 0 in it. Now, if I want, I can fit it here. So 7 lakhs, 700 over here and 7. Remaining places 7,000. In thousands place again 7. Okay. Comparing this as digits is easy. If you are not comfortable with it, directly do it here. This is more easy. Okay. Only thing, you have to write down those units place. Then it becomes easy for you. So 7,000, 7 lakhs, 7,000, 700 and 7. Remaining place is 0. A 6-digit number. So where do I have it? Instead of reading the entire figures also, I can find out what is my correct option. So I'm saving my time over here. Our main focus should be getting a correct answer in minimum time. Okay. So this is one example. We'll go for the other type of questions that we have said, where the digits in the numbers from 1 to 100. Okay. See the topic, what it considers. It considers a particular digit in the number from 1 to 100. Now you have another type or another part of the question which comes over here is either it contains a particular digit in the number. When I say in, it means it's containing, okay, in that particular number, or it doesn't have. It occurs or does not occur. Okay. Now, when I say it occurs or does not occur, we are talking about that single digit also. When I'm talking about numbers, then as we said in the previous example, 88, 77, these won't be counted as 2 times. Even though 7 is occurring 2 times, the number in which it is occurring is only 1. Hence, that counting will differ. Okay, we'll see questions based on it. Now, how many 2-digit numbers do not have digit 3? Like last time we have said for digit 9, digit 8. Here they are giving us digit 3. Again, we'll work out and we'll show how is the answer coming up. Okay. Now, when digit 3 is asked, 3 will come from 1 to 10. First time it is 3. Then it is 13, 23, 33. Here 33 will be counted as one number. Because even if digit is occurring twice, they have asked us the number. They have not asked us the digit. So 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83 and 93. Because numbers are from only 1 to 100. In terms of 30s, you will see that starting from 30 to 39, they are 10 numbers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, these 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus these. So how many times is it occurring? It's occurring 19 times. Okay, in 19 numbers it is occurring. The digit occurring 20 times. If they are asking only digit, how many times does the digit occur? Then it is 20 times. How many times is it occurring in the numbers? In how many numbers is it occurring? In 19 numbers it is occurring. Okay, it's a bit confusing, but if you write it down and by heart it as it is, it becomes easy for you. Now, in this type of a question, you are not going to sit and count. This is already there as a knowledge, as an information with you. So this becomes easy category question, which will not require more than 20 to 30 seconds. So half a minute is more than enough for this type of a question. Reading the question properly, You have to be very keen when you are reading it, very careful. Whether it is asking do not or does occur, does not occur or does occur. Whether it is asking how many times the digit is occurring or how many times the number is occurring. So these 4 words are very crucial while reading this type of a question. Okay, we'll have one more of the same type. Okay, we'll see this. How many zeros are there to the right of 4 digit? Okay. When you're writing the number 4 in 40 lakhs. So if I'm supposed to write 40 lakhs, we have 40 lakhs means 7 digit number. So I'll write here 4 and remaining all are zeros. So how many zeros do I have? Units, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. So this number becomes 40 lakhs. And how many zeros are there? 6 zeros are there. So here what did I do? I read the number, I have written it in figures and then I am counting zeros. Easy would have been, I just place it here so I know it is 7 digit number and how many digits are there on the right hand side? 6 digits. So how many zeros? 6 zeros. So it is saving my time. Okay. It can be 40 lakh, it can be 30 lakh, it can be 90 lakh. Okay. Anything. So easy category question, depending the information that is given to you has to be correct. We'll go to one more concept, that is half and quarter. So we know what do you mean by half and we know what do we mean by quarter. If this is the entire circle, so if I divide it by one single line, we know it is divided into 2 parts which is called as half. So when it is divided into 1/2, it becomes half. And the same thing when divided into 4 parts, okay, then each part is 1/4, which is termed as quarter. As in case of a figure, we know that this same is considered in case of numbers also. For example, what is half of 10? So 10 divided by 2 will be 5. So 5 is half of 10. What is half of 100? Okay, so I divide 100 by 2. This will just increase by 0. Remember. Okay, we'll have a 0 on the right hand side. The number becomes 50. Similarly, you can go till here. Now, if this is 1000 divided by 2, so half of 1000 will be 500. Half of 10,000 is 5,000. Okay. Half of 1 lakh, we have 5 zeros over here divided by 2. So what do I have here? 4 zeros. 4 zeros means 50,000. Okay. So half the value of that particular number, whether it's in thousands or it is in hundreds. As this is half the value, you have quarter of it. Okay, that means quarter of 10 would be 2.5. Okay, quarter of 100 is 25. 1000 divided by 4. Okay, 250. If you just make this chart, it will become easy for you, okay, to write it down. Divided by 4. $25,000. Okay. Exactly half of this is going to be quarter. Now, when is this used and how is this used? These values of quarter, how are they used? In case of words, when I am writing a number in words, I may say as, we'll use this information. Okay, just write it down so that we can use this information. I'll write it in one corner so that it will remain on the board also. Okay, for half and for quarter also. Say for half, it's 5, 50, 500, 5,000, 50,000. Here it is 2.5, 25, 250, 2,500, 25,000. Okay, and henceforth. Now, this information, how are we going to use in words? Let us see that. Okay, so when you write this number in terms of quarters, okay, in terms of our regular reading, how do we read this? So if you see it is 3 and 3, 6-digit number, so it is 6-digit number. It would be here 3,25,000. Okay, 25,000 is quarter lakh. So 3 and quarter lakh. This is what we would write it. Okay, the correct way of reading it would be 3 and quarter lakh. So I first shown you how to write it in figures, and then I have shown you how to write it in words when it is a quarter. So if I say 4,000, okay, if I write it this way, I'll give you in words so that you can write it in figures. So it's 4,000 and quarter, or 4 and quarter thousand. The correct way would be 4 and quarter thousand. Now 4 and quarter thousand means 4 is also 1,000 only. So first it is 4,000, that means 4 in fourth place, 4-digit number. Okay, and quarter of 1,000 is, we have seen, quarter of 1,000 is 200 and 2,500. Okay, quarter of 1,000 is 250. So 4,250. Regularly, in our normal reading, we would read it as 4,250. But in terms of quarter, we are saying it as 4 and quarter thousand, because quarter of 1,000 is 250. If I say 4 and half thousand, okay, so 4 and half would be how much? Four and half thousand. So 4 and half thousand is 500. So 4,500. It's actually eating this instead of this. Okay, it's doing it something in a different way, a different dimension towards it. So when I'm reading in quarter, nowadays we don't use paise so much, but when it was used, okay, this word quarter and half was used. Today also, sometimes when we are using it in some particular places, we use this, okay, as a whole, as a half, as a quarter, as fractions we use them. In numbers also, it is sometimes read it in that way. Okay, half the million population. Okay, we generally use half that word in that way. Half the population is sick, half the population is affected, half the population is good, half the population is nourished. So many a times we are not giving the exact number. Instead of saying 500 and something like that, we say 4,500 of the population is infected, or 3.5 million, okay, population is recovered, or the population of the particular city is 2.5 lakhs. Now when I say 2.5 lakhs, what do I mean by that? Okay, half of lakh is 50,000. So 2,50,000. This is what I mean to say when I am saying it in that way. Okay.